Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This pandemic has taught us many lessons. The first and the foremost lesson that we all have learnt is that we all are created things and we should behave like one. Some countries were boasting of their power, their weapons, their ammunitions, and their will to destroy anyone, anytime, for any reason or for no reason. Many rulers were thinking that they can do whatever they want. They can oppress, they can subjugate anyone, any particular group. Some rulers even announced publicly that no one can stop their advancement. A small, insignificant entity which science does not even consider it as something living has pressed the stop button of the world. If this insignificant thing can create so much havoc in our lives, what happens if our Creator decides to unleash His real weapons, His real destruction? With the advancement in science and technology in all aspects of our life, man has started to think himself as a god. He can do anything he wants, whatever he wants. He can do any kind of atrocity on the nature, on the creation, and nothing can stop him. While I fully agree that we should use the science and technology to advance ourselves and reach new heights where no one has gone before, but at the same time, man should not forget his origin. He did not bring up his own creation. Rather, he was created. He was born weak and feeble, and he is going to die weak and feeble. When he was small, he was dependent on others for each and everything, and that too for years. He could not even clean himself. And then suddenly, one fine day, he gets some power over few million people, and he starts thinking that he is the owner of the universe. Come back on the earth. Be humble. When you get power and authority, behave like the tree which lowers itself when it gets loaded with the fruits. The second lesson is value the people when they are alive. As of today, more than 4 lakh people have lost their lives in this pandemic. Many of them were not valued when they were alive. But now, I'm sure they all are missed by their nears and dear ones. So stop complaining about the lockdown and its consequences. Value and enjoy your near and dear ones, and thank God that they are with you and you are with them. People are complaining about getting bored inside their houses. Ask the value of being inside the house with your families to those people who are traveling hundreds of kilometers on the road, some even on feet, and they don't even know when they will reach or if they will reach. Another lesson would be content. Learn to be content. People are queuing up to get a bottle of intoxicant, to get a bottle of liquor. And some people are complaining that they are bored with the food that they are having at the home. They are missing the restaurant variety of dishes. Well, ask those people who are dying of hunger. Some are even committing suicides. Some people are complaining that they have lost their jobs. Some have completely bankrupt business. So what? You never had this job to start with. You never had this business to begin with. So be thankful that you are alive. You are still with your family, right? You are not given this life to earn a monthly paycheck and pay off the bills. Your life is much more than that. Challenges are integral part of the life. Learn to live and face it. Struggle is what makes us stronger. Life will become boring without challenges, and moreover, how will we know what we are supposed to do when a calamity hits us or when we are faced with challenges if we never struggled? You know this. You might have heard the story of this guy from India who was a very brilliant one. He was a very smart guy. Right from the school days and college and university, he was the topper. After completing his study, he got the best job in the best company, and he get to marry the best of the girl that he liked. And then he settled in United States. And then what happens? Suddenly recession hits. There are no jobs. He lost his job. Now, because of his flourishing life, he has never faced a failure, and he was living a very luxurious life. He had all kinds of amenities and facilities in his home. So he was living a very extravagant life. Now, suddenly when you lose the job, now there are these monthly expenses piling up, and this guy doesn't know what to do. So he was even ready to do a job which is on a lower scale, but he was not getting his job. So for just this small stupid reason, he took an extreme step of killing his wife, killing his kids. He shot them, and then finally he shot himself and committed suicide. Now this is a real story. This is what happens when you don't learn how to handle the calamity and the situation. And God is training us for this when we face different calamities and challenges in life. So don't worry too much about what is going around. Don't watch too much news. Their job is to elongate the story, to keep repeating the story. Earlier, the news channel used to be half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening. So they were sticking to their point. But nowadays it is 24/7 channel. So they have to just keep on repeating the same story, elongate it, just hyperbolize it, exaggerate it. So don't do that. Their job is to make it dramatic. That is their job. So don't watch too much news. And one more thing, don't read too much about Corona. कोरोना की बजाय कुछ और करो ना, कुछ पढ़ो ना, कुछ मदद करो ना, कुछ हलचल करो ना, कुछ कंटेम्पलेट करो ना, कुछ दुआ करो ना, कुछ भी करो ना, पर फिक्र मत करो ना. Have faith in your Creator who has created you. He will take care of you. You will not die till you eat your last morsel of the food. But if your time is up, then nobody can save you. So why worry? Live in the present. Take care of yourself. Do your responsibilities. Be grateful for what you have. Do your best. And you don't need to be happy. Why? Because if you do all these things, you will be happy. Inshallah. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.